Yeah, right around 8 o'clock we'll kick into that for your drive-in this morning, or if you're already at work, nice long stretch of commercial-free tunes. Let's tech it out, shall we? The latest news from technology. Let's several Elon Musk-related stories to share this morning. The Elon Musk empire looks to expand into education. He has applied for and received approval for tax-exempt status to set up educational facilities. He's looking to start a primary and secondary school in Austin, Texas, with the eventual goal of opening a university. All of these teaching facilities would focus on STEM, science, tech, engineering, and math.
Yep, I'm very familiar with STEM.
$100 million of his own money to get these schools up and running.
Man, you go to Elon Musk University, hired. You know?
Well, we'll see, I guess.
Put that on your resume.
Tesla is releasing a video, or has released a video of a new humanoid robot. Elon Musk shared a short video on X Tuesday night that demonstrated Tesla's Optimus Gen 2 robot. The updated version appears more human, and the video shows the robot moving its neck, fingers, and hands.
It's like Rob Zombie.
More like a human. Yes, more human than human, Taco.
Totally.
The end of the video shows the robot doing a little dance to demonstrate its mobility. Musk introduced the first Optimus robot back in 2021 and claimed at the time that it would one day eliminate dangerous, repetitive, boring tasks currently done by humans.
And more Musk news that you did earlier, the big recall, right?
Which brings me to that. Tesla has recalled nearly all vehicles sold in the U.S. to fix a system that monitors drivers using autopilot. We've seen these stories in the news over the last year or two, issues with the autopilot. Now, this isn't a traditional recall in a sense as where you'll have to drive your Tesla to a dealership to have it fixed. It'll be sent out as a software update to address the autopilot issues. One other thing here. Oh, speaking of automobiles and whatnot, I mentioned this a few weeks back. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has been pushing to put anti-drunk driving tech into cars, into future new cars, to determine whether or not a driver is inebriated or impaired before the vehicle is able to start up. The government at this point, this is the update, has looked at 331 different driver monitoring systems, but none so far are up to snuff when it comes to detecting an impaired driver, although they said they've whittled it down to 3 that are currently in research and development phase. The stumbling point is where, excuse the pun, is to detect blood alcohol. Because that's really at the bottom line here. If this is what the technology is aimed at, that's what you got to know.
Yeah.
Then you're getting into privacy issues, and so this is a long way from happening. Apple's new operating system adds stolen device protection. The new operating system has beefed up security measures against iPhone thieves. The new iOS 17.3 beta was sent out to developers on Tuesday. It includes a stolen device protection feature that requires Face ID or Touch ID authentication for a number of actions, including accessing passwords and passkeys stored in iCloud keychain. Apple officials say it also requires the extra level of security for applying for an Apple Card, turning off lost mode, erasing content, changing settings, and more. That means even if someone manages to steal your iPhone and its password, the thief still won't be able to use it. When will Apple iPhone users be able to use this? The new security feature is expected to become available to the public in January or February and will be available for all iPhones that are compatible with iOS 17.
All right. Means not me with my lack of data.
We've all seen these crews all around Central Florida putting conduit in the ground for fiber optic cable or fiber optic internet service, right? They're all over the place.
They're the ones that tear up your front yard and break sprinkler systems on a lot of yards. And I pose the question, why in the hell can't they all put a cable in the same tube?
A lot of people are asking that question. I don't know the answer to that.
I know they're competitors, and it's like, well, I had to do this. And all of you chip in because you're all doing it and just make one hole. That's it.
I think I have the answer though. They were all this is all happening. This fiber expansion. They're using funds that were put out there during the lockdown, made available when everybody was working at home to encourage these companies to expand their fiber offerings. So they were giving these
the
essentially
PP, whatever loans
free money to do this, and now they're all doing it. They don't care about working together. Yeah,
and I know, and they're competitors as well. I get that, but save our yards, man.
On that note, Google Fiber is introducing 20 gig service in several cities. Look, most of this fiber, you hear about gig service, which is more than any average user would ever need. But 20 gig, Kansas City, the Triangle region in North Carolina, you got some parts of Arizona and Iowa. They're going to be getting this. This would be for super high-end users with businesses that suck a lot of data, need bandwidth and stuff. Most of this equipment that we have on a user level isn't even capable of connecting at that speed. So
you got to work for the future, Lynch.
Future-proof, yes, Taco Bob. It's the end of an era. The Entertainment Software Association, the trade group that started the Electronic Entertainment Expo in 1995, which is a showcase for the latest and greatest video games and upcoming releases, announced yesterday the event is done. E3 did not happen in 2020 due to the pandemic. They held an all-virtual edition the following year, and events last year and this year were canceled when it had trouble attracting exhibitors. Why? Because most of the game companies now hold their own events. The last E3 held in person was in 2019, drew a crowd of 66,000 attendees. So that's gone bye-bye. And finally, there's this. As many of us are ordering online and utilizing the services of Amazon and Amazon Prime, Amazon customers can now thank their drivers with a little extra cash, and it won't cost you a penny. The company has announced they'll give drivers $5 for every thank you they receive from customers in the U.S. through their Alexa-enabled device or Alexa app. This promotion will cover 2 million thank yous and will give out $10 million to delivery drivers during the holidays. Customers can only thank their most recent driver and have 14 days after their delivery to do so. Drivers can be thanked multiple times, but they'll only get one $5 tip per delivery.
And you said it's via your Alexa?
Yeah. So, if you use that in home, you get smart speakers, whatever, you see it flashing when something's been delivered.
Got it.
You can now thank the delivery driver if you're happy with it, and that'll be noted, and they'll be credited $5 to their paycheck.
Are they going to yank $5 if it's like, I don't know, crushed boxes?
I don't think
I'm kidding, delivery people.
Two-way street there, Taco. But yeah, so it'll cover 2 million of these thank yous. Like I said, $10 million in all, which I'm sure Bezos can more than afford.
I'm 10% package delivery person. That was a total joke.
It's your tech news for this week.
Lynch and Taco on demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.